History has just been made before our very eyes, and this time it is not coming out of Detroit, Shanghai, or Berlin. It is coming straight out of Abuja, in a move that has left industry watchers whispering, investors leaning forward, and the rest of Africa in awe. The country has signed a landmark agreement with South Korea to launch what is officially being described as Africa's first electric vehicle manufacturing plant. Yes, you read that right. Not an assembly shed, not a pilot project, not a fancy prototype lab, but a full-blown EV factory designed to build electric cars that scale on African soil. The deal was sealed on January 30, 2026, when Nigeria's Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Eno, signed a memorandum of understanding on behalf of the federal government with Yoon Suk-hun, chairman of South Korea's Asia Economic Development Committee. The agreement, confirmed by the National Automotive Design and Development Council, sets out a framework to establish a large-scale electric vehicle manufacturing plant and roll out charging infrastructure across the country. In simple terms, Nigeria is no longer content with importing cars from Asia, Europe, and America. It wants to build the future of mobility itself. And honestly, who saw this coming so fast? But this did not fall from the sky. For years, Nigeria's streets have been flooded with imported used cars, between 400,000 and 720,000 vehicles annually, with as much as 90% being pre-owned. In 2023 alone, imports hit roughly 700,000 units, while passenger cars cost the country over $1 billion. That is billions bleeding out of the economy every year. So the big question became unavoidable. Why should Africa's largest economy keep buying everyone else's technology instead of creating its own? That frustration partly explains why this new partnership is tightly aligned with Nigeria's National Energy Transition Plan and the National Automotive Industry Development Plan. These frameworks are not just policy documents gathering dust. They aim to cut fuel dependence, localize manufacturing, reduce emissions, and turn Nigeria into an industrial hub. Under the Energy Transition Plan, the country is targeting full electric vehicle adoption by 2060, while places like Lagos want to go fully electric even earlier. So this factory is not random. It is the missing puzzle piece in a much bigger national strategy. Nigeria has tried EV projects before. There was the NASDNI collaboration with Israeli and Japanese partners, and later smaller assembly efforts with foreign firms. But those were largely experimental or partial assembly lines. They were proof of concept, not proof of scale. This time, the ambition is different. The AEDC-backed plant is being pitched as the continent's first true large-scale EV production facility, combining assembly, manufacturing, and nationwide charging networks. In other words, this is the big leagues. The rollout itself will happen in phases, which frankly makes sense for a project this massive. The first stage focuses on assembling electric vehicles locally, allowing Nigerian workers to gain skills quickly while testing the market. Then comes the deeper leap: full local manufacturing, component localization, technology transfer, and automation. Once fully operational, the plant is expected to produce up to 300,000 electric vehicles annually. Just imagine that number for a second. Hundreds of thousands of African-made EVs rolling off a Nigerian production line every year. Alongside that, roughly 10,000 direct jobs are projected, with thousands more indirectly across logistics, energy, tech, and services. How many families could that lift? Of course, big dreams come with big price tags. No official figure has been released yet, but estimates suggest the project could run into hundreds of millions of dollars. Because this is a memorandum of understanding, it lays the groundwork rather than locking in exact funding commitments. Still, the expectation is that financing will come from a mix of government support, foreign direct investment, South Korean partners, and private sector players. Nigeria has also launched a $12 million consumer credit scheme to help people buy locally assembled EVs, meaning the government is not just building factories but trying to create buyers too. After all, what is a plant without customers? The stakeholder list reads like a who's who of Nigeria's auto ecosystem. Beyond AEDC and the federal government, the NADDC is steering regulation and policy, while local players like Innocent, Nord, CIG Motors, PAN, Meccano, Jets, and emerging EV startups are already active in the space. Rather than replacing them, this mega plan is expected to strengthen the entire ecosystem. Think of it as a rising tide lifting all boats, or at least that is the hope. Zoom out and the timing feels almost prophetic. Across Africa, EV adoption is still tiny. The whole continent has just over 30,000 electric vehicles on the road, less than 1% of total sales. Ethiopia leads, followed by Ghana, Morocco, South Africa, and others. So Nigeria's move is not just bold, it is early, and sometimes being early is how you win the whole game. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is not waiting. Globally, electric vehicle sales hit around 17 to 18 million in 2024, more than 20% of all new car sales. Forecasts show sales exceeding 20 million and climbing fast, with projections suggesting over 40% of cars sold by 2030 could be electric and possibly over 80% by 2040. The world is clearly moving on from petrol and diesel. So the real question is, should Africa keep importing yesterday's technology while everyone else builds tomorrow's? For Nigeria, the benefits stack up quickly. Fewer fuel imports, cleaner air, local jobs, tech transfer, new skills, stronger supply chains, and the chance to export vehicles across West Africa. There is also the hidden gold mine, batteries and minerals. Instead of shipping raw materials overseas, Nigeria could add value at home. That is how real industrial power is built. In many ways, this deal feels bigger than just Nigeria. It feels symbolic. It says Africa does not have to wait for scraps from global automakers. It can design, build, and lead. If this factory succeeds, it could mark a turning point for the continent's entire automotive industry. The moment we stopped being customers and started becoming creators. So today, while the ink on that MOU is still fresh, one thing is clear. Nigeria just fired the starting gun. The electric future is coming whether we like it or not, and someone had to move first. This time, it is Africa's giant that stepped forward. And maybe, just maybe, the rest of us should start asking how fast we can catch up. Your perspective matters. What do you make of Nigeria signing this mega deal with South Korea to launch Africa's first electric vehicle factory? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa Wealth and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.